Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. I rise to present to this august House the budget estimates for the year 2022-23. In my budget speech last year, I had highlighted several new schemes, announcements, and reforms. I present my second budget before this House with the satisfaction that most of them have been implemented. In keeping with our Tamil customs and traditions, I start by paying my respects to both my ancestral and political forefathers and to the senior DMK leaders who preceded me in this role. I would not be here today but for their contributions and service to the Dravidian ideal and Tamil society. At the outset, I convey my gratitude to the Honorable Chief Minister, who has been a source of immense strength and inspiration and has guided me throughout my career in public life. All we have been able to achieve is fiscal management since we assumed office last May is the direct result of his guidance and unstinting support. He has asked me to prepare the budget keeping in mind not just the present but the future, including generations of Tamils yet unborn. This budget has been prepared with this vision. The people of Tamil Nadu voted this government to power with an overwhelming majority last year. We assumed office just as the second wave of the COVID pandemic was surging with a magnitude 5 times that of the first wave. Yet the Honorable Chief Minister fulfilled 5 major poll promises on his first day in office and subsequently formulated a vision document for this government which intends to fulfill the remaining commitments in the manifesto. This government continues to fulfill its poll promises at a historically unprecedented pace, including many major announcements made in the budget session last year. This government has faced natural disasters such as the COVID pandemic and unprecedented rainfall and floods since it assumed office. In many places, the total rainfall in 2021 was even higher than that of 2015, the year Chennai was devastated by floods. However, due to the constant hands-on efforts and proactive approach of the Honorable Chief Minister, the loss of life and livelihoods were minimized. This was followed by the third Omicron wave of the pandemic. Owing to the additional medical infrastructure put in place during the second wave and the administrative lessons learnt and applied by this government, the third wave was effectively and efficiently contained. However, these unforeseen events have further strained the state finances, which were already in distress. Despite massive expenditure commitments, this government has shown unparalleled fiscal discipline and management, asking the legislature for an increase of only 1% of the budget estimates in the first supplementary estimates to the budget. This year, Tamil Nadu will see a reduction in the absolute level of the revenue deficit by over rupees 7,000 crore, reversing an alarming trend of increasing deficits every year since 2014. Further, we are poised to see a significant reduction of the fiscal deficit from 4.61% down to 3.80% even during such a challenging year. This has been possible only by the application of political will and administrative skill by the government. The political will comes from the Honorable Chief Minister, who is the embodiment of the Dravidian ideal. In his every thought and deed, he illustrates the Dravidian ideals of self-respect, social justice, communal harmony, government's Dravidian deeds of political inclusive philosophy movement. The Thanthai Periyar is growth-rooted thoughts. This in writings Perarignar Anna and MK are the lodestars that help this government chart its course. Despite significant advances, the battle for social justice is still only half won. Hence, we will continue to remain steadfast in our determination to achieve social justice in all walks of life. Recent archaeological findings in the Thamira-Barani region have established the antiquity of ancient Tamil civilization as at least 3200 years old, making it one of the oldest civilizations in the world. This government, headed by the Honorable Chief Minister, views itself as an inheritor of this long heritage, vested with the historic duty to lead the Tamil civilization at a critical point in time when the forces of cultural fascism are trying to destroy the cultural diversity of our country. Initiatives. In the last budget, we laid out our 5 key for systematic administrative skill as improvements to enhance union states' fiscal relations, data-centric governance, government assets and risk management, increased accountability and productivity, and fortifying the role of the legislature. We have taken many steps on each one of these dimensions, including formation of a special advisory committee on federal fiscal relations, significant progress on the Tamil Nadu data purity project, and reforming the internal audit system in the state. The historic victory for the DMK and its allies in the recent urban local body elections shows the extent to which people approve of the performance and leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister and their faith in him. It inspires us to redouble our efforts. It is a basic tenet of our constitution that India is a union of states. The makers of our constitution envisaged a harmonious relationship between the union and states built on the foundations of state autonomy and the true federalism. Thus, we are deeply concerned at the persistent attempts to erode the federal architecture of our polity. Following the path shown by MK, who was a great votary for state autonomy, this government will continue to fight for the legitimate rights of all states. The coming financial year is likely to be challenging and replete with uncertainties. The ongoing war in Ukraine can disrupt the global economic recovery. Global supply disruptions and demand shocks, including those triggered by the war, can adversely impact the state's tax revenue. There is a prevailing consensus among economists that both inflation and interest rates may rise. It is premature to conclude that COVID has been eliminated. The full impact of dearness allowance revision and the phased impact of loan waiver will be experienced next year.